The dream you had last night was not yours. You think it was, but it was not. It belonged to someone else, someone who died long before you were born. And they used your mind while you were sleeping to show you something. Carl Jung discovered this, and it disturbed him, because it meant your mind is not private. When you sleep, the barrier falls, and dreams from the dead, from strangers, from the collective, enter your consciousness without permission, without you knowing. Jung proved this. Patients dreaming about deaths they could not possibly know, events from 100 years ago, accurate down to every detail. And Jung realized some dreams are messages, not from your unconscious, but from theirs, the collective unconscious. And if you ignore them, you miss what they are trying to show you. So whose dream did you have last night? And what are they trying to tell you? Let me show you. Jung discovered something most people never realize. Not all dreams are created equal. There are 3 types, and only one of them is actually yours. Type 1. Personal dreams. These are dreams about your day, your fears, your desires, your memories. They reflect your personal unconscious, the part of your mind that stores everything you experienced, everything you felt, everything you suppressed. Jung said, these dreams are processing. Your mind is organizing, sorting, making sense of your life. Nothing mystical, just psychological housekeeping. Most dreams are this type, random, fragmented, quickly forgotten. Type 2, archetypal dreams. These feel different, bigger, more vivid, more significant. You dream of symbols that appear across all cultures, the wise old man, the great mother, the shadow figure, the journey, the death and rebirth. Jung said, these dreams come from deeper, not your personal unconscious, but the collective unconscious, the layer of mind that all humans share. These dreams are teaching you, showing you the pattern of transformation that every human goes through. You wake up from these dreams and you remember them for years because they feel important, like your psyche is trying to show you something about who you are, about what you are becoming. But then there is the 3rd type, the one that disturbed Jung the most. Type 3, collective dreams. Dreams that do not belong to you at all. Dreams that come from somewhere else. Jung wrote, I have seen patients dream of events they could not possibly know, historical events, deaths, tragedies, from decades, even centuries ago, accurate in every detail. And when I investigated, I found proof. The events were real, but the dreamer had no connection to them, no way of knowing. Yet they dreamed it. This was not imagination. This was not coincidence. This was something else. Jung realized, when you sleep, your individual consciousness weakens and the collective unconscious emerges. And sometimes it shows you things, memories that are not yours, stories from the dead, warnings from the past, things you were never meant to see, but now you have. And Jung said, if you have one of these dreams, pay attention, because something or someone is trying to reach you through the only channel available, your sleeping mind. So how do you know if a dream is yours or if it belongs to the collective? Jung discovered there are signs, specific markers that tell you this dream came from somewhere else. Sign 1. The dream feels ancient. Not like a regular dream, but like you stepped into a memory that is not yours. Jung said, patients describe these dreams as feeling older than them, like they are witnessing something from another time, another place, another life. You wake up and you feel strange, not scared, not confused, but aware that you saw something you were not supposed to see. Sign 2. The details are too specific. You dream of a place you have never been, but you can describe it. The streets, the buildings, the landscape, down to the smallest detail. And later you discover that place is real, or was real, exactly as you saw it. Jung documented dozens of cases like this. A woman dreamed of a medieval town. She had never traveled to Europe, never studied history, but she described the town perfectly. The architecture, the market square, even the well in the center. Jung investigated. The town existed in Germany, built in the 1300s, exactly as she described. How? Jung said, the collective unconscious holds the memory of everything humanity has experienced, and sometimes, for reasons we do not understand, it surfaces in your dreams. Sign 3. You are not the main character. In most dreams, you are you, acting, reacting, experiencing. But in collective dreams, you are watching, like a witness, observing someone else's life, someone else's death, someone else's story. Jung said, this is the key difference. In personal dreams, you are the center. In collective dreams, you are the observer, because you are not dreaming your story, you are witnessing theirs. And sign 4, the most disturbing, the dream repeats. Not exactly the same, but the same theme, the same location, the same feeling, over and over, until you pay attention. Jung said, when a collective dream repeats, it is not random. Something is trying to reach you. Something needs to be seen, acknowledged, understood, and it will keep showing you until you listen. So if you have had a dream that feels different, too real, too specific, too ancient, pay attention, because Jung discovered these dreams are not entertainment. They are messages from the collective, from the past, from consciousness itself, and they are trying to show you something about what is coming or what you need to know right now. So what are these dreams trying to show you? Jung discovered they fall into 3 categories. Category 1, warnings, dreams about disasters, deaths, tragedies that have not happened yet. Jung documented this. A patient came to him in 1914, before World War I started. She said, I keep dreaming about blood, rivers of blood, bodies everywhere, fire, destruction, but I do not understand why. Jung told her, write down the dreams, date them, keep a record. 3 months later, the war began, and everything she dreamed happened. Jung said, the collective unconscious knows what is coming. It sees patterns in human behavior, in society, in the psyche of nations, and sometimes it warns through dreams, not to save you, but to prepare you. Category 2, unresolved trauma. Dreams about pain that is not yours, suffering from the past that was never acknowledged, never healed. Jung said, the collective carries wounds from wars, from genocides, from centuries of suffering, and these wounds do not disappear. They live in the collective unconscious, waiting, and sometimes they surface in the dreams of the living, asking to be seen, to be felt, to be released. You dream of a death from 200 years ago, not because you caused it, but because the collective needs a witness, someone to finally acknowledge what happened. And category 3, the most important, guidance. Dreams that show you what you need to do, not with words, but with symbols. Jung said, the collective unconscious is wiser than your conscious mind. It sees your life from a higher perspective. And when you are lost, stuck, confused, it sends dreams, showing you the way forward, through archetypes, through stories, through images that bypass your rational mind. A man dreams of crossing a river. He does not know what it means, but Jung knew. The river is transition. The dream is telling him it is time to move forward, to leave the past behind, to step into the unknown. And the man who listens to the dream transforms, but the man who ignores it stays stuck. Jung said, the collective does not force you, it guides. But if you ignore the guidance, the dreams get darker, more urgent, more disturbing, until you finally pay attention. So when you have a dream that feels like it came from somewhere else, ask yourself, is this a warning? Is this unresolved trauma? Or is this guidance? And then listen, because the collective is speaking, and what it has to say might save your life.
Jung recorded thousands of dreams in his career, but there was one that disturbed him more than any other. A woman came to him in her 30s, successful, rational, no history of mental illness, but she was terrified because she kept having the same dream over and over for 6 months. She said, "I am in a house, old, Victorian. I have never been there, but I know every room, every corner. And in the attic there is a child, a little girl, locked in. She is screaming, crying, asking for help, but no one can hear her, except me." Jung asked her, "Do you know this house? Have you seen it before?" She said no. Jung asked her to describe it in detail, the color of the walls, the shape of the windows, the staircase, everything. She described it perfectly, and Jung felt something, a chill, because he recognized the house from historical records. It was real, it existed in London in the 1800s. And in that house, a tragedy had occurred. A young girl locked in the attic by her parents. She died there, alone, starving, screaming for help. No one heard her until now. Jung told the woman, and she broke down. She said, "Why me? Why am I seeing this? I have no connection to that house, to that girl, to that time." Jung said, "You do not need a connection. The collective unconscious does not care about time, or distance, or bloodlines. It cares about witnesses, and for reasons we cannot explain, it chose you to finally see her, to acknowledge her, to let her be heard." The woman asked, "What do I do?" Jung said, "Speak to her in the dream. Tell her you see her. Tell her you hear her. Tell her she is not forgotten." The woman did, that night, in the dream. She went to the attic and she spoke to the girl. "I see you. I hear you. You are not alone anymore." And the girl stopped crying and smiled and disappeared. The woman never had the dream again. Jung wrote, "This is what the collective asks of us, not to fix the past, but to witness it, to acknowledge it, to let the dead finally be seen." This is not mysticism, this is psychology, the deepest kind, the kind that understands consciousness does not end, it echoes through time, through dreams, waiting for someone to listen. So why do most people ignore these dreams? Why do they dismiss them, as random, as meaningless, as just their imagination. Jung discovered the answer, and it is not what you think. Reason 1. Fear. Jung said, people are terrified of what these dreams mean, because if dreams can come from the dead, from the past, from the collective, then consciousness is not what we thought. It is not confined to your skull. It is not individual. It is shared, connected, and that terrifies people. Because if your mind is not private, if the barrier between you and others is thinner than you thought, then who are you? Where do you end and the collective begin? Most people cannot handle that question, so they dismiss the dream and go back to sleep. Reason 2. Rationalization. Jung said, the conscious mind hates mystery. It needs explanations, logic, proof, and when it encounters something it cannot explain, it rationalizes. It creates a story, a comfortable story, that makes the mystery disappear. You have a dream about a place you have never been. Your rational mind says, I must have seen it in a movie, or a photo, or somewhere online. I just do not remember. Even when that is not true, even when there is no logical explanation, the rational mind protects you from the truth, because the truth is uncomfortable. Reason 3. No one taught you. Jung said, we live in a culture that does not value dreams, that does not teach dream work, that does not encourage people to pay attention. So most people wake up and forget. Within minutes, the dream is gone. And they never stop to ask, what was that trying to show me? If you are not taught to listen to your dreams, you will not. You will dismiss them as noise, as nonsense, as your brain just processing information. But Jung knew dreams are not noise. They are signal from the deepest part of consciousness. And if you ignore them, you miss the guidance, the warnings, the messages from the collective, from the past, from something trying to reach you. And reason 4, the most tragic, convenience. Jung said, it is easier to believe dreams mean nothing, because if they mean something, then you have to change. You have to pay attention. You have to do the inner work. And most people do not want to do that. They want to stay asleep, because sleep is comfortable. But here's what Jung warned. The dreams do not stop just because you ignore them. They get louder, more disturbing, more frequent, until you finally listen, or until it is too late. So what do you do when you have one of these dreams? Jung developed a process, a method for working with collective dreams. Step 1. Write it down, immediately. The moment you wake up, do not wait, do not think about it, just write. Every detail, every feeling, every image. Jung said, dreams fade fast. Within 5 minutes, 90% is gone. If you do not capture it immediately, you lose it, and you lose what it was trying to show you. Keep a journal by your bed. Every morning, write. Step 2. Look for the markers. Ask yourself, does this dream feel ancient? Are the details too specific? Am I observing instead of acting? Does this feel like it is not mine? Jung said, if the answer is yes to even one of these, pay attention. This is not a regular dream. This is the collective speaking. Step 3. Do not rationalize. Do not dismiss it. Do not explain it away. Just sit with it. Let it be uncomfortable. Let it be mysterious. Jung said, the rational mind will try to kill the dream. It will say, this is just your imagination, just a coincidence, just random neurons firing. Do not listen.
Stay with the mystery, because the mystery is where the truth lives. Step 4. Ask what it is showing you. Is this a warning about something coming? Is this unresolved trauma from the past? Or is this guidance showing you what you need to do? Jung said, the collective does not waste energy. If it shows you something, there is a reason. Your job is not to understand it immediately. Your job is to ask and wait. The answer will come. And step 5, the most important, honor it, acknowledge it. Jung said, when you have a collective dream, something from the past or the dead or the collective unconscious is asking to be seen, to be witnessed, to be acknowledged. Do not ignore that request. Speak to it in your mind, in your journal. Say, I see you, I hear you, you are not forgotten. This is not superstition, this is psychology. Jung discovered the collective unconscious wants to be known. It wants to be integrated into conscious awareness. And when you honor the dream, when you acknowledge what it showed you, something shifts. The dream stops repeating. The message has been received, and the collective moves on. But if you ignore it, if you dismiss it, if you rationalize it away, the dream will return, darker, louder, more disturbing, until you finally listen. Jung said, the unconscious is patient, but it is not passive. It will keep knocking until you open the door. So when you have a dream that feels different, do not run from it, do not dismiss it. Open the door and see what is waiting on the other side.
Jung discovered that collective dreams use specific symbols. Symbols that appear across cultures, across time periods, across thousands of dreamers who have no connection to each other. And if you see these symbols in your dreams, pay attention, because the collective is speaking. Symbol 1. Water. Not calm water, but floods, tsunamis, rising oceans, drowning. Jung said, when many people dream of water rising at the same time, it means the collective unconscious is warning. Something is building in society, in the psyche of humanity, a wave of change, of chaos that is coming. Before World War II, thousands of people across Europe reported dreams of drowning, of water consuming everything. Jung knew war was coming. Symbol 2. Buildings collapsing, structures falling apart, cities crumbling. Jung said buildings represent systems, social structures, beliefs. When the collective dreams of collapse, it means the old ways are ending, the foundation is cracking, and people feel it, unconsciously, before it becomes visible. And symbol 3, the dead returning. You dream of someone who died long ago, someone you never met, but they feel familiar, like you knew them. Jung said, when the dead appear in collective dreams, they are not ghosts, they are messengers from the past, showing you what was lost, what was forgotten, what needs to be remembered. Symbol 4, fire. Not small fires, but infernos, everything burning. Jung said fire is transformation, destruction and rebirth. When many people dream of fire simultaneously, it means the collective is preparing for massive change. The old must burn before the new can grow. And symbol 5, the most important, eyes watching you. You are in the dream and you feel observed, not by a person, but by something, invisible, aware. Jung said, this is the collective itself, watching through your dream. It is consciousness becoming aware of itself through you. And when you feel watched in a collective dream, it means you are close,
close to understanding what you actually are. These symbols are not random, they are not personal, they are archetypal, universal, and when they appear in your dreams, especially repeatedly, write them down, pay attention, because Jung discovered when thousands of people dream the same symbols at the same time, something is happening in the collective unconscious, a shift, a warning, a preparation, and if you ignore it, you miss what the collective is trying to show you about what is coming and what you need to know right now.
Now, here is conclusion. So here is what Carl Jung discovered. Your dreams are not random. They are not meaningless. They are not just your brain processing the day. Some of your dreams are messages from the collective unconscious, from the past, from the dead, from something trying to reach you. And if you ignore them, you miss what they are trying to show you. Jung spent 50 years proving this through thousands of patients, through documented cases, through undeniable evidence that consciousness is not individual, it is shared, connected, timeless. And when you sleep, the barrier falls and you step into the collective, where past, present, and future collapse, where the living and the dead meet, where dreams from centuries ago can enter your mind and show you what you need to see. Jung's warning was simple. Do not dismiss your dreams, especially the ones that feel different, that feel ancient, that feel like they do not belong to you, because they might not, and what they are showing you might save your life. This is not mysticism. This is depth psychology, the deepest kind, the kind that understands you are not alone, not even in your sleep. The collective is always there, watching, waiting, reaching out through the only language it knows, dreams. So tonight, when you sleep, pay attention to what you see, to what you feel, to the symbols that appear. Water rising, buildings falling, the dead returning, fire burning, eyes watching. These are not random. These are messages from the collective, trying to show you what is coming, what you need to know, what you need to prepare for. And if you listen, if you write down the dream, if you honor what it showed you, you become a witness to the collective, to history, to consciousness itself. And that, Jung said, is sacred work, the work of waking up while everyone else stays asleep. If this video opened your eyes to what dreams really are, subscribe to SYC Soul, because the journey into the unconscious has only just begun. Hit the like button if you have ever had a dream that felt too real to be yours. Share this video with someone who dismisses their dreams, who thinks they mean nothing, who needs to hear what Jung discovered. And leave one word in the comments: witness, dreaming, collective, watching, listening. Whatever feels true, your word matters because it marks the moment you stopped ignoring your dreams and started listening to what the collective is trying to show you. This is SYC Soul. The dead are not silent. They are speaking through your dreams. The question is, will you listen, or will you keep sleeping while they try desperately to wake you up? The choice is yours, and it starts tonight when you close your eyes and step into the collective. Pay attention to what you see, because it might not be yours.